Hi, everybody. This is Andrew with Boozy Water. I'm here with Michelle Collins, and today we're going to show you how to set up your BG-60, how to use your BG-60, how to clean your BG-60, and also we're going to do an FAQ gas leak video. So, hi, Michelle. I can't,
Hi.
I can't see you exactly.
That's okay.
There you are. Okay, so she's going to be going through she's been using the BG-60 for about a year. So we're going to go through it right now. So the first thing, when you unbox the machine, you're going to have the various parts that you're going to be using when running the gas. That's a green applicator cup right there that you're going to apply to your body. We then have a cannula next. This is what the main application is breathing through the cannula. By the way, everything is attaching to that port. Show them the port on the front of the machine, please. And then just show them snapping it in. So you just snap into the port and then, so all your accessories snap in there. Great, thank you. So we have the cannula, we have the green applicator cup, and then we have the bubbling stone. This is for making water, hydrogen water. And then we do have an extension tube if you want to extend. Okay. That extends, like, particularly for the applicator cup, you have to have the extension tube because it's too short. So, okay, that's your extension hose. Now, now we're going to just show you the things that go on the machine and come and go attached to the machine. Number one, we have the tower. That's going to screw on top. Okay, and there's a little hose we're going to show you in a minute. Yeah, right. Then we have cup one and cup two. This is where the gas is going to we're going to fill these with distilled water, and the purpose of these cups is they're called scrubbing cups to scrub out the lye. There's a certain amount of lye in the machine, and you want to purify the lye out of the gas. And these you use two scrubbing cups. We're going to show you how they go together. Then the lids for the scrubbing cups, right there.
Yeah,
Now they might come with tubing attached or two. We took it off the tubing so we can show you how to attach the tubing just in case. But we're going to be showing you how all the tubing goes. Then we're going to have a funnel that's going to go in. Anytime you fill up water, the funnel goes right there. Great. Okay, the white, it's called a junction or union piece, comes on the machine. It is got plumber's tape. It's cinched down very tight. Do not unscrew that. Uh, it's properly seated. We don't want any gas leaks. If you happen to unscrew it, you're going to need plumber's tape and you're going to need to make sure you really cinch it on well and then use a set of channel lock pliers, but you should never have to remove that piece. Okay, so that's the basic component parts. Now, with this machine, you're always putting distilled water in the machine. Never, ever, ever use anything other than distilled water and make sure it's 100% distilled. We have had people buy baby distilled water with minerals added and they think it's distilled. It has to be pure distilled water. First thing we're going to do is we're going to fill the machine. We're going to measure out 30 grams. You always make sure to tear the scale when you put the measuring device on. So Michelle has measured out at least 30 grams. Sometimes you can go to 32, 33. You don't want to go under. I sometimes like to go a little over in case I lose some lye along the way. Sometimes I overfill the machine. It spits out some extra lye. But bottom line is no less than 30. And Michelle has used a grams kitchen scale to measure out 30 grams. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to pour distilled water to the top of this quart container. We're going to fill it up completely. We're going to not to the tippy top, but all the way. Great. Now we're going to pour the lye into the water, and what we're going to do is we're going to gently pour it in slowly, and we're going to be stirring as we go. So we don't want the lye to settle and clump up. So we're going to pour in slowly and stir as perfect. Keep stirring nice and aggressively. Stir. Keep stirring. Stir, 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 stir. Keep pouring. Stir and great. Is it all in there?
yep.
Great. Keep stirring, because if you let it settle, it will clump up. And never put the lye in first. Always pour the lye into the water. Okay, now we aggressively stir it. There might be, if you want to wear a mask or whatever, or it's good to ventilate when you're doing this, by the way,
Oh,
because you
well,
will,
we got all the doors open.
because you will get a smell. Okay, now we're going to put the funnel in the hole on top of the machine there, and we're going to slowly, we don't want to spill the water. You could wrap a rag around that the base there where you're pouring in if you want to wrap a rag, but we're going to just pour the water in. I usually try to wrap a rag around there just in case there's a spill. And we're going to pour all that water in. Now the machine, when it's empty, takes about 5.5 cups to get it to the top of the fill line. So this is 4 cups. Okay, now,
Yes, we're only to here.
okay, so let's do a close up if possible. Can you see? Can you rock it? Rock the machine? There's the water. Point to where the water is, Michelle.
Yeah,
Right there. Now, if you can't see the water, she's going to rock the machine lightly. Just rock the machine lightly. You see the water moving? When
yes,
when you rock it, can you just watch it as you rock it. Now look at the water. Can you see it moving when you do that?
yes,
Great. So this is one way to make sure you're seeing the water correctly. If you pull out that black plug or unclamp, some machines come with a clamp. Unclamp the clamp, that's fine when you don't need to show it. Or pull out the black plug, you'll release some of the vacuum and it'll true up, the water level will true up easier. And in other words, there's a little delay if that's in there or it's clamped down. So we recommend unclamping the clamp, which most machines come with a clamp now. And then when we're all done, we reclamp. That way we can see the water level more accurately. Okay, so now we're going to add about another cup and a half. We're going to pour in more distilled into the jar, but maybe a cup. Hold on, that's enough. We can use the extra to fill the cups. And now we have to watch, go slow. We're going to go real slow and we're going to watch the water level because we don't want to overfill it. And can you see it coming up?
yes.
And we're going to actually, the fill to this line would be the minimal fill, the one that on the white paper.
Uh-huh.
You could go to the one that says normal water line above.
Okay, when I put this in, it got to here and then it popped up to the other one.
Okay, so you don't want to go higher than the second line ever, because then it will start to spit out water from the tower. Okay, so that's now filled. And now we're going to assemble the tower first. It's very easy. So turn the machine around sideways, please. And great, thank you. And let's screw on the tower. It's just a simple nut. You don't have to over tighten it. There's a gasket in there, just a nice snug, but don't crank it. Just get it nice and snug. That's great. Make sure there's no particles or dirt in there just expect everything is nice and clean when you assemble it. Show how you can rotate the tower by loosening the nut, please. Loosen the nut and rotate the tower. See, great. So you want that tubing facing to that position where cup one's going to go. Great. Now we're going to fill both cups with distilled water to the fill to this line mark. Once again, these are your scrubber cups. The gas, what we have in the machine is a mixture of distilled water and lye. That's the electrolysis is what makes the gas. You need the lye to do electrolysis, and there's two plates in there, and that creates the chemical reaction with the lye and distilled water, and we get the Brown's gas. Now, Brown's gas, once again, if you haven't researched this, is hydrogen, oxygen, and what's called plasma state water, fourth stage water. Okay, she's going to put the cups in the cup holders. She's going to put the cup in the cup holders. Okay. Great. So now we're inserting our cups. Okay, now we're going to screw on.
This one first?
Okay, this is important when you screw the lids on the cups. Always go backwards, like if you've ever done a jar where you want to make sure it syncs up right, you go counterclockwise first and hear a little click. Turn the jar until you hear a
There,
click.
it clicked.
Then go back clockwise. Always turn the jar because the tubing it doesn't have a lot of play. So you're always going to rotate the jar. Do it again on this one. Rotate the jar on cup one, the next one. No, no, you can do the next one. Pick it up out of the thing and put exactly, and then turn the jar till you hear a click,
It clicked.
and then go clockwise. Now, from the tower, that tubing is going to go in the top of that lid, and you're going to be going counterclock. Okay, let's do cup one first from the tower. Nope, wrong one. There you go. Right, you got to hold it, get a good seat,
Yeah,
and go
you do.
counterclockwise.
Okay,
And you're going to feel it snug up and cinch it up well.
there.
Excellent. Now from that cup one, the cup one out is going to go to cup two in. Same thing, counterclockwise, get a good seat. And the way you get a good seat is to hold it like she's holding it. Just firm it, position it in there nice and securely.
Okay.
Great. Okay. That is a tube that you can clean out, the side tube, if it ever gets stuck with a big long brush. It comes with a big long brush. I don't know if that's the one that came with it, but it's a 12-inch brush and it goes all the way down. We don't want to do it right now, but it goes all the way in and down to the bottom of the side tube.
Wow.
Every machine comes with a brush. Or you could buy a 12-inch brush if some people lose it. I think that's not long enough, but anyhow,
Well, I have this one for straws.
that'll work perfect. Anyhow, if you have any long brushes, but every machine comes with one. Once you're done, if you ever have to clean the side tube, which I have rarely seen, we put special tubing in this machine so that the side tube does not get clogged up. It's not the original tubing the machine comes with. We add our own tubing, so it's really high-end side tube. You put that back in or a clamp.
Here's a clamp to show them.
Show them how you would position the clamp. You'll see it on your machine. If you have
Yeah.
a clamp, it's going to be sticking through. You don't need to do it.
Okay. Anyway,
Anyhow, most of the machines are coming with a clamp, and it'll be on there, and you just want to clamp it down when you're ready to use the machine and unclamp it. You could unclamp it when you're filling the machine. The only problem when you're filling the machine, yeah, you don't need to do it.
okay.
When you're filling the machine, which you're going to be doing every time you use it, you're going to be pouring water in there. It's if it's unclamped, the water level will true up more easily. However, if you forget to reclamp it, you're going to have water gushing out all over the place. So that's the risk. So if you rock the machine in the front, like we showed you before, you will get the water level to true up, and give it a few rocks just to make sure. Just lift that handle with one hand and give it a good rock, and then the water usually cinches, levels out. Okay, so now we have, so the gas is coming out of the tower into cup one, scrubbing the lye out, and then cup two is further scrubbing the remainder of anything that's left over, and the gas is going to come out of the front port. Now, the way we test if it's working properly is to get the bubbling stone attached. So let's move back a little so they can see. You got to go back just a little bit there. Yeah, great. Thank you. And are you going to go into that? Great. You go into that. If you're bubbling water, a pint is 5 minutes, a quart is 10 minutes. But you want to make sure it's at the bottom. We're going to plug it in the back. And
Okay.
you say a prayer first. Okay, let's move the water thing back just a little bit so we can see the bottom of the bubbling stone. Perfect. Thank you. And it's turned on. Okay, that's a good aggressive bubble. So does that look like normal for you?
That looks as normal as ever. Yeah.
We do have a video showing on our YouTube channel showing what aggressive bubbling looks like, where we're really close up. And it's a minute video, and the camera, yeah, that looks very good. But we have a video where you can hear it and see it. Oh, that's fine. I can't see it. But
That,
we have a video demonstrating what an aggressive bubbling. That looks good. So that means it's working. You always want to test it with a bubbling stone. Okay, you can put that down. So now we basically going to turn it off. Okay, so once again, at this point, you're ready to go. You can do water bubbling. You can do the applicator cup, the breathing, and those are the three main methods: the breathing and the applicator cup and the water. Remember, always distill water. 30, get your lye ready. When we went through how to do it, we showed you the tubing, and this pretty much covers the unboxing and the setting up.
yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you.